Hi, my name is Kehinde Oloriomi. I'm an actor, award-winning writer, and director. Maybe you have seen something that I have featured in or directed or a film that I have written. I stopped counting after 50, to be honest with you. People have often asked me, what comes to mind when I am creating a story? And I haven't been able to precisely answer that question because there are so many factors involved in the conceptualization of a story. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to play a game. I'll start with 10 films that I have written. So once the title comes up, I'll tell you what was on my mind then or how I conceived the idea. Finding Mercy. I was pregnant with my firstborn. I was in Atlanta and I was alone in the house and I was hearing voices. I was hearing movement. I was stiff scared. And I thought to myself, if something happens right now, if a stranger or a burglar enters the house, I'm going to have this baby. And that's how I came about finding Mercy. Oge's sister. Um, I met with Uche Jombo and she told me she had a story, but she didn't know how she was going to end it. And as she told me the story, the ending came to me. And I said, yes, this is how we're going to end it. And she told me, oh my God, I can literally feel goosebumps on my body. And that was how we came about Oge's sister. Couples Award. I was newly married, let's say like 4 or 5 years, and I wanted to write a story. And I thought about how women constantly, you know, tell each other stories of how perfect their marriages are, even when it's not perfect. And that's how I came about the idea. Mothers and daughters in law. It was in the cinemas. I wanted to write a star studded movie, to be honest with you. And I wanted it to be a mixture of diverse actors. And I thought about it. I said, okay, good. We could do a story about mothers and daughters in law. And that's how the idea came to me. And I started fine tuning the characters. And I totally, it's still one of my movies that I loved. I also directed it and produced it. Ino Atie 2. A friend of mine had seen my work, the first Yoruba film I wrote for someone, and then she called me, Nifemi, yes. She called me and said she wanted something that had to do with two actors, a guy and a girl. And I said, okay, give me time. I sat down.